spotlight. How do I do that before? Okay. And hopefully everybody else. Okay, Trúc, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let me time this. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Trúc. You can call me Trúc, or my English name is Celine.
Celine. Why Celine?
Because this is a name that an English teacher gave me when I was studying about 5 years ago, and she said that it's for calling purpose of the English teacher, so of the foreign teacher, so we have to change our name into English, and she chose Celine.
Okay. So how do you feel about having to change your name?
I don't feel anything because it's just a name, and it's not a name that I would use every day, so nothing. No, just no.
Okay. So do you like to spend time by yourself?
Well, I love spending time by myself because I have private space to do whatever I want. For example, I love reading romance comic and novels. So if I are able to spend time alone, I am able to spend time alone, I would read the whole time and without nobody seeing me doing so. And another reason that I love being alone is because like nobody's able to shout at me and told me to do things that I don't want.
Sure. So do you usually spend time alone?
I spend time by myself a lot. From in the morning, like I will spend time alone from about 1 hour, and after that, in the afternoon is long, like 2 hours, and the total of all the day is kind of 6 hours alone. So I think that is quite a big amount. And every time I spend time alone is when my dad or my families are not home.
Fair enough. So what do you usually do when you spend time with yourself?
If in the past, I would spend my time doing homeworks and playing games, but now I have several hobbies like drawings and playing the piano, so I will spend much more time on on those interests. And I personally and sometimes I will watch videos and do some and listen to some English practice test.
Okay. So you're quite dedicated. You like to do some listening practice tests? Is that out of your own choice?
Yes, because I want to improve my score so that when I have an actual test, I won't feel disappointed, and maybe the listening score will help me improve higher of the total score.
Absolutely. So, Trúc, your last question. What did you do the last time when you were alone?
The the last time that I was alone was 1 hour ago, and I was doing my that chemistry exercise at that time, and it was kind of boring and difficult because it's all about the the review for the university entrance exams exercise. So I felt bored, and I read some novels sneaky at that time.
Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you for your next speaking part. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to give you 1 minute to prepare your notes for the speaking part 2. Okay. Let's go. Okay. Trúc, can you please describe something that you don't have now but would really like to own in the future?
I have many products that I want to own right now, but the one that I need the most is a pair of headphones, because first of all, when I study in the class, I have many problems on focusing concentrations on class, so I need to wear headphones to avoid sounds outside. And secondly, I want to wear headphones because I love listening to music, and I don't want to annoy anybody. And moreover, I need headphones to can answer, to help me answer my teacher question more carefully, so that they can understand me more clearly and without noise hitting into classroom. I want to own this headphone by this date or this Lunar New Year, and I want a high quality one, because since the old one that I bought 2 years ago, it was from China and the quality is not so good. And I have wanted to have headphones for years already, since we only have one pairs at home and my mother keep using it, and we have no choice but to use our classroom with our headphones. And sometimes when I'm answering, the noise keep hitting into the class and my friends hear it, and they told me to wear headphones so that it would not affect them, but I have no choice. So in short, I want to own headphones right now.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Trúc. That was your 2 minutes. Okay. So you're finding it difficult to participate in class because you don't have headphones?
Yeah, because my brother sometimes he's not studying, he used the phone, and when I am answering it, it make weird noise in the classroom, so I need headphones.
Sure. And do you have a particular brand that you want, or it does not matter?
I just want high quality one. It's not matter what brand is it.
Okay.
As long as I can use it for a long time, it doesn't matter.
Sure. Okay. So, Trúc, can you tell me, do Vietnamese people often give gifts?
In my opinion, gifts is one of the giving gifts is one of the traditions of Vietnamese people, I think, because when we are visiting people's house, giving coming with nothing on your hands, I feel awkward sometimes. And moreover, giving gifts that you are respecting, you give respect to other people. And finally, I think that in Vietnam, giving gifts is giving prosperity and luck to them. So in Vietnam, giving gifts and like giving presents to other people is important.
Okay. So what kinds of presents do Vietnamese people give?
It would depend on the occasions. For like if you give, and on age too, if you give older people, you would give something precious and help them have a long life, like medicines or some medical care device. Or for teenage, like we would love like a phone, or we love some video games. And for people like my dad, he would love to have books and sometimes money. So and on different occasions, we would give flowers and we would give like lucky money to many people.
Okay. So you mentioned some of the occasions already. So on what occasions do Vietnamese people send gifts?
Vietnamese people have many holidays and many occasions to celebrate. One of the occasions that many people gives present is on Teachers' Day, where we will give a bouquet of flowers. On Lunar New Year, they will send like a box of biscuits, or would give lucky money to children. And on days like birthday, my mom would give me would give me a clothes, or my dad would choose me some accessories that I love. That is several occasions that we might give presents.
Okay. So if you were going to give a present to a child, what would you give them?
From my own perspective, I chose many gifts, and I think that it depends on the gender of the child that I would give it to them. For boys, I would choose toys like cars and airplanes because my brother used to love them. And for girls, I would choose headbands or cute accessories like earrings and necklace, because all girls love to be pretty and be pretty in front of many people. So I think that choosing gifts for children would depend on their gender.
Okay. So my next question would be, do people give the same kinds of gifts to both boys and girls?
For older people, for opinions, they have many. Well, so in my opinions, people would not give the same presents to both boys and girls, but there are several exceptions. Like my grandmother, she is old, so she would not know that what we would love, so she will give us money, and that is the same for both boys and girls. But for me, teenagers, I would choose differently, so that they would not, so that I think that they would both love it. Because if I chose for both of them, I think I would likely to give more girly presents to them. So I think that people would give different gifts for boys and girls.
Great. Thank you, Trúc. That's it. All done.